Everyone's favorite Springfield family is all up in this mini episode featuring 15 questions on The Simpsons. So settle in with a nice can of Duff beer and a couple of steamed hams. This is Trivia with Buds. Be it what? And welcome to another mini episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. This show comes out in its full form every single Tuesday. So if you like trivia, make sure to hit subscribe on your device when you're done listening, and you'll get those new episodes every Tuesday. You'll also get new mini episodes the whole rest of this week leading up to that new episode on Tuesday. These mini episodes are about 15 minutes, and they're usually about 15 questions on one particular subject. Today's subject is all about The Simpsons. This is probably my most requested trivia topic for live events, so I'm excited for you to challenge yourself with 15 questions on America's favorite family. We're going to do the questions, then I'll tell you a story about me and The Simpsons, and then we'll dive into the answers so you can check them at the end of the episode. You can also send me your answers, ryanbudds@gmail.com, for a chance to win a pop culture art square from artist Drew A. Blank. And hey, if you like trivia, we have 80 other episodes of this show, and they're all specified by their titles, like episode 72, Psychology versus It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia trivia. That's a really fun one with two very contrasting subjects. Episode 57, True Crime with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, for all the Buffy fans out there. And episode 23, Barbecue versus the 80s, which is a very broad and specific topic that I think work really well together. We're going to dive into these 15 questions on The Simpsons. And hey, try not to be a Milhouse, okay? Milhouse puts Vaseline on toast. Ugh. Here we go. All right, here are the 15 questions on The Simpsons. Here's question number 1. What is the name of the annual Halloween episode of The Simpsons? Question number 1, what's the name of the annual Halloween episode of The Simpsons? Question number 2, who was the founder of Springfield? Question number 2, who founded Springfield? Question number 3, what is one of Patty and Selma's favorite action TV shows? Question number 3, what is one of Patty and Selma's favorite action TV shows? Question number 4, what is Milhouse's dad's sappy love song called? Question number 4, what is the name of Milhouse's dad's sappy love song? Question number 5, who does the voice of Moe Szyslak? Question number 5, who does the voice of Moe? Question number 6, what is Police Chief Wiggum's first name? Question number 6, what is Police Chief Wiggum's first name? Question number 7. Around what holiday do Lisa and Ralph spend the most time together on a certain episode? Number 7. Around what holiday do Lisa and Ralph spend the most time together on a certain episode? Question number 8. How many episodes have there been of The Simpsons? Over 400, over 500, or over 600? Question number 8. How many episodes in total have there been of The Simpsons? Over 400, over 500, or over 600? Question number 9. Which character would utter the phrase, "Release the hounds"? Question number 9. Which character would utter the phrase, "Release the hounds"? Question number 10. The first episode of Season 9 of The Simpsons is called The People of Blank versus Homer Simpson. What city was in the blank? Question number 10. The first episode of Season 9 of The Simpsons is called The People of Blank versus Homer Simpson. What city were they talking about? Question number 11. In Bart the Daredevil, what does Bart attempt to jump over? Question number 11. In Bart the Daredevil, what does Bart attempt to jump over? Question number 12 for The Simpsons. What is Dr. Hibbert's first name? Question 12. What is Dr. Hibbert's first name? Question number 13. What year did The Simpsons movie come out? Question number 13. What year did The Simpsons movie come out? Question number 14, what is Sideshow Bob's estranged brother's name? Question number 14, what is Sideshow Bob's estranged brother's name? And question number 15, what grade is Lisa supposed to be in? Question number 15, what grade is Lisa supposed to be in? We're going to take a tiny break here, and I'll tell you a story about me and the Simpsons. All right, we're going to get to your answers in just a second, but I'll tell you a quick story. Me and the Simpsons. I took my wife for her birthday, not last year, but the year before that, to Universal Studios theme park in Studio City, California. And it was tons of fun. We went to Springfield. I think that was my first time there walking around the city of Springfield at Universal Studios. And they have all the cool landmarks and they have different eateries and things like that. But we decided to eat lunch at Krusty Burger, which is like a 2 or maybe 3-story huge fast food restaurant that is designed with all the artwork of the show and things like that. You can go in Moe's Tavern as well, and the Bumblebee Man has like a taco truck. It's very cool. It's a very cool place to walk around if you like The Simpsons even a little bit. But we decided to go to Krusty Burger, and I scarfed down a foot-long Krusty dog. And a running joke on the show is that all that food is like poisonous and terrible, and they have lawsuits, and it makes everybody sick. It's kind of like a parody of McDonald's, which has also made me sick in real life. But this Krusty Burger foot-long hot dog, I ate it, and I've never felt worse in my life. I didn't throw up. I didn't pass out or anything, but I ate it really fast, and I sat there, and we couldn't move. I couldn't do anything for like 40 minutes. I had to like sit and relax and watch my wife eat like a giant ass cushion-sized donut, like a Texas donut that was supposed to look like Homer's Donuts. So she ate this donut, and I ate this hot dog, and then I just sat there and wallowed for 40 minutes, and then I felt good enough to get up, and we got the hell out of there. But it was a really fun time other than the brutal, almost food poisoning from the foot-long Krusty dog at Springfield at Universal Studios in Studio City, California. There's my quick connection to The Simpsons, and let's dive into your answers, why don't we? All right, here are the answers to the 15 questions on The Simpsons. Hope you were kicking ass trying to answer these wherever you were playing. Maybe you were playing in your car, walking the dog, on the treadmill, playing against somebody, whatever you're up to. I hope you were having fun. Here are the answers to round number 1, the only round of this episode, and question number 1. What is the name of the annual Halloween episode of The Simpsons? The answer was The Treehouse of Horror. They started those pretty early on. Treehouse of Horror, that's where they kind of will parody different shows and things like that, and step outside of what the Simpsons canon is. It's tons of fun to watch those. The Treehouse of Horror. Question number 2, who founded Springfield? That was Jebediah Springfield. They got the statue in town. Somebody cuts the head off of it at some point, I think. Jebediah Springfield. Question number 3, what is one of Patty and Selma's favorite action TV shows? I was looking for MacGyver, especially earlier in the series when MacGyver was a little bit more relevant. They were always talking about watching MacGyver. Question number 4, what is Milhouse's dad's sappy love song called? Kirk Van Houten. The song was called Can I Borrow a Feeling? And he records it and tries to get his wife back, and it doesn't work. And it's the saddest but most realistic part of probably Simpsons history, watching that character and that marriage fall apart. Can I Borrow a Feeling was the love song that Kirk sings. Question number 5, who does the voice of Moe? That's Hank Azaria. He does a ton of voices on The Simpsons, and he has since the beginning. And I think I read something recently where he made, whatever the industry rate was to do some voiceover work. Let's say he was making $3,000 or $5,000 or something. And I think now he makes something like $500,000 for a week's work or something crazy because he does so many characters. Look that up to be 100% accurate. But I think he makes absolutely bonkers money for the amount of time he spends in the studio doing those voices. But hey, he earned it after making them famous for 20, 30 years. Question number 6. What is Police Chief Wiggum's first name? It's Clancy. Clancy Wiggum. That's what I was looking for. One of my favorite bumbling police chiefs. Number 7, around what holiday do Lisa and Ralph spend the most time together on a certain episode? I was thinking of Valentine's Day because he gives her the Valentine, or she gives him the Valentine. I choose you. I forget who gives it to who. But that was Valentine's Day, number 7. Number 8, how many episodes have there been of The Simpsons? Over 400, over 500, over 600. It was the third choice. There have been over 620-something episodes of The Simpsons, and that has to be some kind of record. That is insane. Question number 9, which character would utter the phrase, release the hounds? That's, of course, Mr. Burns. He's always releasing those hounds on somebody. Mr. Burns, release the hounds. Question number 10, the first episode of Season 9 of The Simpsons is called The People of New York versus Homer Simpson. People of New York versus Homer Simpson. Question number 11, in Bart the Daredevil, Bart attempts to jump over Springfield Gorge. Homer saves him at the last second and then falls down the gorge himself. Gets all injured. I remember watching that as a kid and being like, man, he is really jacked up now. Tries to jump over Springfield Gorge. Number 12, what's Dr. Hibbert's first name? Julius. Dr. Julius Hibbert. What a great name for a doctor. Dr. Julius Hibbert. Number 13, what year did the Simpsons movie come out? This was 2007. 2007. Let's see what was going on in 2007. I hadn't met my wife yet. I had met my wife in 2005, but we were home for the summer. That's what it was, from college. And we went to a Quickie Mart that they turned a 7-Eleven to a Quickie Mart in all the major cities to promote this movie. So we went there and we had to wait in a line around the building to get in to check it out. And I think I bought like a small version of Homer's Donut and a squishy or whatever they were selling. And it was really fun. And they had all these things set up to look like the show. But we were in this long line to get in, me and my buddies. And this guy came up in line behind us. And after 10 minutes of waiting, he kind of like looked around. He goes, man, I just need some milk. What the hell's this line so long for? And he legitimately had no idea that there was a Simpsons pop-up going on. He was just trying to buy milk at 7-Eleven. And we said, hey, man, it's going to be a while. And he's like, man, forget this. And he just went to another store. But I'll never forget the look on his face when he's like, who would wait in that line? There's a million stores to buy milk from. But he must always get it at that 7-Eleven. Fun times in 2007. Number 14, what is Sideshow Bob's estranged brother's name? Cecil, or Cecil, maybe? Cecil, and that was Kelsey Grammer, Sideshow Bob, and his brother on Frasier, Niles, what's that guy's name? David Hyde Pierce. David Hyde Pierce did the voice of Cecil, so that was kind of cool. And your last question, number 15, what grade is Lisa supposed to be in? I believe she's supposed to be in 3rd grade. I think she's supposed to be a 3rd grader, so that was my answer for number 15. How'd you do on those questions? Hope you had a good time quizzing yourself and checking over your answers on 15 Simpsons questions. Send me an email, ryanbudds@gmail.com, with your answers, and I'll pick one person who got them all right, and I will send you a pop culture art square from drewblank.com. Today's square is from another show on Fox. He didn't have any Simpsons ones handy, but I do have another show on Fox that you probably like if you like The Simpsons. It's called Arrested Development, and you get to choose. You could have your choice of a pop culture art square of Michael, George Michael, or Tobias. The Tobias one says, I blew myself, and it's all blue. So if you like that pun, pick that one up. Just send me an email with your answers. I'll pick you, and we'll get you that square. Don't miss tomorrow's episode. It's all about rhyming pairs. 2 words based on the clues provided that also happen to rhyme together. Things like Dutch clutch, which the puzzle would be, the question would be like a small evening bag and a city in Holland, and then you'd go Dutch clutch. So be ready for those. They've done them on Jeopardy. I've done them on live nights, and people seem to enjoy figuring them out. So that is on tomorrow's episode. Thanks for checking out this mini episode. Rate, review, and subscribe. Check out all the other episodes, and we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Bye-bye.